Hi, I'm Peter J. Ray. Welcome to Adventures in History. Today's topic is Dearest Mother and Dad. Love Ruth, John, Mark, Pamela, Patricia, and Peter. Ruth Smallshaw Ray's Letters to Her Parents, 1961, Part 127. 20689 Beechcliff Boulevard, Rocky River, Ohio. February 5th, 1961. Sunday, midnight. Dear folks, it's been so good to get your encouraging letters. The children went with me to communion this morning, and this afternoon we all went ice skating. I got new white fancy skates, and I'm quite good. First time in years. I fell down 3 times, but enjoyed it thoroughly. They have a nice ice rink over at Rocky River Park, a house with a stove in it and an attendant. Mark came home with the wrong shoes and boots, so he's unhappy about that. They were the only ones left. They have the ice skating rink lit up at night. I am starting a French class tomorrow night. Patti started nursery school 2 mornings a week. I went over with her Thursday, and Iola watched Peter. She said she just took him from room to room while she cleaned. She even changed his diaper. Peter has his first tooth and getting ready to crawl, mostly backwards. He's completely weaned. Mark got all S+ on his report. Pam got 2 S-. I plan to pick some forsythia so it will bloom soon. Cute about Janet. Is she as blonde as ever and as tiny? Peter's as happy as ever. Love, Ruth, John, Mark, Pamela, Patti, and Peter. 20689 Beechcliff Boulevard, Rocky River, Ohio, February 8th, 1961. Dearest Mother and Dad, we just returned from church tonight. I borrowed 2 books, The Meaning of Persons and Be Not Anxious. Maybe they'll help me. I have enjoyed your letters and darling pictures of your grandchildren, and you too. You're looking so good. John remarked recently how much I was going to look like you. A pleasant prospect if I look that good at age 60. I had a fine time skating Sunday. Mark, Pamela, and John were quite impressed. So was I. Got fancy white skates and did fine for not skating for about 15 years. I started a French class Monday night and also seemed to do okay. The board meeting Tuesday night and took the children to the Lake Erie Junior Nature and Science Center last night to see the underwater film near the Bahamas. Very good. Got Mark a reptile book that he's enamored with. He feeds his turtle every day and all interested in them. I haven't sent the other sheet yet, have a few other things I plan to send too, but John doesn't like me to send you used things, so I may not. I got the yellow rug too, but don't know if it's clear enough. Also got Doris a long fitted sheet, but want to put a few other things with it. I'm going to a dinner at Shar's and then a play and then another business party after it. Saturday we plan to go to the pancake supper at church. Mark's Indian guide induction is Tuesday, and we're taking the children to the circus next weekend. Janet looks just darling, so tall, a lovely pair. Ours seems so grown up. Love, Ruth, John, Mark, Pamela, Patti, and Peter. 20689 Beechcliff Boulevard, Rocky River, Ohio, February 21st, 1961. Dearest Mother, thank you so much for your letters. I look forward to them so much. And the parcel, the children enjoyed it, especially John. He is so very pleased with the socks. I believe they're the first really warm ones he's had, and they're the right length too. His mother got him some socks for Christmas that were too high and not warm enough, and he said I might as well give them away, so I was so pleased that we did something right. I wonder if you could find more of them. I would appreciate it so much. And of course, the kiddies liked the candy, books, and pillow slips, cute for little girls' beds. Brian's drawing is very good for his age. He'll be a sharp one. The picture of them is just darling. Janet is so cute, a lovely, lovely pair. It'll be so good to see them. And you look so good too, the prettiest one of them all. I hate to send the snaps back, but will tomorrow. I'm so glad that you can send the things to England. I've been giving a lot of children's clothing and coats to Iola since she knows colored families out of work. I guess it's really quite a depression for a lot of folks, so we'll have to continue weeding out. I'm such an awful saver. I must get to work on the announcements for John's firm. They've taken in a new fellow, paying him $10,000 a year. John says he expects to make $15,000, and maybe in a few years about $50,000 a year possibly. It seems so foolish. Here I am so unhappy. Better when we were poor on Huntmere. Don't worry about me. I guess I am riding my bike in the snow. I tell John not to worry about me too, because I'm the only one that can do it. I talked to the head psychiatrist at the Cleveland Mental Hospital when he spoke to the auxiliary last week. He says I won't go off as long as I know there's a problem with myself. He thinks maybe a psychiatrist could help, but I'd really have to do it myself. He also didn't think moving would help. I'm so afraid I'd still find myself the same. I don't like the house, and yet I can't see any place I want to move to either. Patti got a cold at nursery school, so they've all got it and been out of school with coughs. Hope we're about over it. I'm still struggling with trying to decide on furniture and not making headway. It was raining over the weekend. The blackest days I've seen. Not really, just me. 55 degrees, so warm. Patti said, "Do you want your mommy? Are you crying 'cause you hurt your head and you want your mommy?" Sweet baby. They're having a tea Friday to honor Dr. Bender for her new book, Conquest of Deafness. Don't worry about me because I have everything, a loving husband and 4 sweet babies. I got the plumber to put in a new yellow sink and toilet in the washroom off the kitchen, $130. Now the Sanitas doesn't fit, so we'll have to replace some of it. I'm thinking about replacing the Formica countertops, their red linen pattern, $130. Then, of course, you get into new cupboards and built-in oven, and it's about $2,200 for a new kitchen, and I don't like to put it in the house unless we stay. I'd like to see you folks get a new bathroom, tub and toilet, and tiled. It shouldn't be too much, and you seem to plan to stay. It would be nice to have. I wish I had a dryer, too. I wish now I'd had one years ago, but didn't want to have the installation that we'd had to have. Wish now I had. I enjoyed hanging out the wet clothes on nice days, though. I'm so very glad you have Bud and Doris and they have you. I love you, Ruth. P.S. John is in court all this week on an interesting case. He says he charges $250 per day for trial work. He's at his investment and poker club tonight, so I didn't go to my French class. Wednesday the children have off school, George Washington's birthday. They're out of school with colds anyway. Peter has 2 bottom teeth and really crawling all over the place. He's so strong and I can hardly hold him down to put a diaper on. He rolls all over. I never had that trouble with the others. He's more like Pam, very active. Getting harder to feed too. The most cheerful baby, usually smiling. Love, Ruth, John, Mark, Pam, Patti, and Peter. 20689 Beechcliff Boulevard, Rocky River, Ohio, February 23, 1961. Hi. Still raining today. I saw a cardinal so beautiful in the treetops. I went out looking at more furniture. I'm going to a tea at the Hearing and Speech Center Friday honoring Dr. Ruth Bender on her new book, The Conquest of Deafness. She went to Europe to do research on it and also wrote it for her doctor's thesis. To think she was the reason that I came to Cleveland. I drove by the old co-op and it's been torn down for parking lot. John says a lot of old memories went with that. I hope to get Pam and Patti to school tomorrow. Mark's still coughing. Peter's crawling all over the place. I just love seeing these pictures. We're so looking forward to seeing you all. Brian and Janet too. The kiddies can hardly wait to get to the park and go swimming. Be a few months yet. Love, Ruth, John, Mark, Pamela, Patti, and Peter. 20689 Beechcliff Boulevard, Rocky River, Ohio, March 5th, 1961. Dear folks, it was so good to get your letter. Your poem is so true. I just hope and pray that I get straightened out again so that I can enjoy things again. When John was in Japan, his mother sent a poem about the baby being my piece of foreign sky. And when I look into Patti's lovely brown eyes, I think they are my piece of foreign sky, and well worth it. She has been my little pal this year and a lifeline. Whenever you think you can spend the time to come or would like to come, just let us know and we'll send you some money. I know it's so expensive. I would just feel so terrible, though, if you came and I was not happy to you. John finally ordered the girls' bedroom set, a marble coffee table, and a dining buffet table. I'm not sure if they're what I want, but might never, so he went ahead. How unlike me. When we furnished our first apartment, I was so happy with everything. John spoke to the Methodist Church congregation tonight on the United World Federalists and to the JCs last week about the Lake Erie Junior Nature and Science Center. He's getting the Rocky River JCs to raise $6,000 for the Junior Museum. Some weeks he's on his feet giving talks every noon. Peter's really crawling, has top teeth too now, and got his vaccination Saturday. They all got number 5 polio shots in June. Mark and Pam started their Junior Museum classes. I worked there Saturday and saw the Disney's Bird movie. We went to a state meeting dance last night at the Carter Hotel. Communion this morning, took number 1, number 2, and number 3. I'm surprised Bud is a Freemason. We love the Christmas family picture of you all, so happy. I went to Dr. Bender's tea. Good night. Love, Ruth, John, Mark, Pam, Patti, and Peter. P.S. from John. Thanks a million for those wonderful blue winter socks. Love, John. 20689 Beechcliff Boulevard, Rocky River, Ohio, March 23, 1961. Dearest Mother, I'm very sorry that I haven't written. Do so enjoy and look forward to your letters, but I don't like to write when I'm down, but don't worry. We've had a good winter health-wise, almost unbelievable for us. Only 3 colds. 1 Peter started and the other 2 Patti brought from nursery school, so we're really very lucky as they were not severe. We plan to go see John's folks for Easter. We're very happy about Bud and Doris's car, and I'm sure they're thrilled. I'm so very glad that you all have each other and enjoy each other so much. Yes, our ice skating is over, only 2 sessions, a short season here. I missed most of my French class as John usually has meetings Monday nights. Went to the Lake Erie Junior Nature and Science Center Museum board this afternoon. Mrs. Vogler, our babysitter, took the kiddies for a walk. Then I took them to the Junior Museum for Pamela's nature class. Tomorrow I take Patti to nursery school. They asked me to be president next year, but I declined. We went to a JC potluck dinner, fried chicken last Saturday night, and we go to a Big Brother dinner Friday night. The dining room furniture comes tomorrow. John ordered it. John just shakes his head in disbelief at me, and to me too it seems almost unbelievable I can be this way. I don't seem to like anything I see or myself. John was on the verge of calling Dr. Taylor, but I seem to get a glimmer once in a while. I know that a house and furnishings should not be important, but it seems to color my whole life, and I can't seem to escape it. I appreciate all your articles and poems, and as John says, I know all the words, but to apply them. I went to bed at 7:30 last night and slept till 7:30 this morning. Good luck with your house cleaning. I wouldn't even know where to start here or when. It seems so foolish to have such a wonderful family and to be so unhappy. Not to like the house you choose and to choose furniture you don't really like to compound things. I guess I'd better go back to the woods. Love, Ruth. P.S. John is at the Junior Museum tonight getting the JCs to raise $6,000. His enthusiasm and work is unbounded. To be continued. Well, that concludes today's presentation. Good luck to you with your efforts in family history, if this interests you, finding, preserving, and sharing old letters, diaries, photographs, family movies and videos, and interviewing elderly relatives while they're alive. You might consider checking out our website, Adventures in History with Peter J. Ray at peterjray.com. So far, we've made 700 history videos in, 7 areas: world history, American history, book reviews, poetic tours, Cleveland baseball, family history, and autobiography. There's a donate feature. You might consider making a donation so we can continue making these videos. If you live in Metro Manila, Philippines, and are looking for a high school, you might consider Restless Educational Center. Restless is located on Allenby Street, not far from the corner of P. Guevara and Wilson Street in San Juan, Barangay Maytunas, San Juan, Metro Manila, Philippines. At Restless, we specialize in helping young people who have had difficulty in the larger traditional high schools. We're more than a school. We are a warm, supportive community, and we strive to be creative and innovative so the students enjoy going to school and develop a love of learning and enjoy learning. And the website is resceleste.education, RESALEST. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. God bless you. Take care, and I'll see you next time.